Perfect. 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 The Philadelphia Eagles fall to the LA Rams by a score of 37-19 in week 2 of the season. The home opener gets spoiled. No fans, no happiness, and no pleasure from watching this team. We dropped to 0-2, and boy, I was embarrassed last week. And this week, it's a different kind of hurt. It's a different kind of just dissatisfaction. I don't know what to say. I mean, are you kidding me? Carson Wentz, 240 yards, no touchdowns, 2 picks. Jared Goff starts this game off 13 for 13, 122 yards and a touchdown. And he finishes 20 for 27, 267 yards, 3 touchdowns. A team without Todd Gurley, a team where with a dude named Tyler Higbee scored 3 touchdowns in this game. More touchdowns today for Tyler Higbee than he's had in any year of his 5-year career. I cannot believe what I just watched. The Philadelphia Eagles defense, where did it go? It disappeared into thin air like a magic trick. And the Eagles give up 37 to this Rams team. They score all of 3 points in the second half. Well, it's better than last week. We scored nothing in the second half last week. We scored 3 points in the second half, and I am just crushed. I cannot believe this. Welcome to Eagles Postgame Live, RB. Philly Take with RB. And once again, the Eagles lose by 18 points. And at this point, man, it's just sickening to my stomach. I mean, where the heck do we start with this one? If you had told me that the Philadelphia Eagles would not surrender a sack to Aaron Donald and those boys of the LA Rams, I would have predicted that we win this game. No sacks allowed by the Eagles offensive line. Carson Wentz actually getting rid of the ball on time. Doug actually putting together some momentum drives, but at the end of the day, just not good enough. The Eagles defense came out and played like absolute pathetic garbage in the first half. And they come out in the second half and they actually looked like they flipped the switch. They come out and get a couple 3-and-outs, a couple stops right away. And you know what happens? The Eagles had momentum. I believe at the time it was 21-16. And Carson Wentz on a momentum drive. We are in our flow, handing it off. Miles Sanders' first game back. We are feeding the beast. And Carson Wentz calls a kill, tries to throw it in double coverage to the end zone. To who? J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. We will talk more about him. He tries to throw it to J.J. for like 30 yards to the end zone in double coverage and throws an interception. Boom, momentum killed. The switch is flipped back, and the Eagles never recovered. The Rams just run this up, and the Eagles don't even score more than 3 points in the second half. I am so disgusted. I cannot. The Eagles drop to 0-2. I'm seeing messages here about the Cowboys game, which I was just watching, and I'm actually feeling okay during this game because I'm like, you know what? At least the Cowboys will lose. At least the Giants will lose. Well, apparently, you guys are telling me that the Cowboys are back in this. Let's check this one out before we continue talking about this game because I'm at my last verge. I'm at my last point. It's not even that we lost this game like this because I do think the Rams are at least a decent team, but how we lost is inexcusable. It's inexcusable. Let's see. The Cowboys are down by 2 points with a minute 40 to go. Wow. Anyway, we'll talk about that more in a second. We'll keep monitored on that. But look, we put together some good drives, but for a fifth-year quarterback named Carson Wentz, I'm putting the blame of this game on the defense. First off, Jim Schwartz, Mr. Softy himself. I mean, are you kidding me? We hit Jared Goff one time at the end of the second half. Brandon Graham gets to him and puts him on his behind. But no extra additional pressure. I thought our D was okay, like right at the beginning. But then you just see guys, I mean, we're playing tons of zone coverage, and we're just getting beat all day. The Rams barely even threw any shots downfield until the end of the game. They're going dink and dunk and dink and dunk and dink and dunk. And they, I think it said like under plays of under 10 yards. I mean, they were perfect. They literally were just throwing it off and letting their backs ride out. The Rams running backs today, Darrell Henderson Jr. had 12 carries for 81 yards and a longest of 40. Malcolm Brown had 11 carries for 47 yards. They just continued to run it. They had a lot of pre-snap motion. They were keeping the Eagles off balance. I saw tons of jet sweeps, tons of end arounds. They were just letting their backs feed them. They were just feeding them and letting them run it down and tire out the Eagles defense. And there were just blown coverages. I mean, Nathan Gary blew what, like 3 coverages, and Tyler Higbee, 3 touchdowns against the Eagles. I mean, you got to be kidding me. Who had that guy in fantasy? This is crazy, man. And the Cowboys won the game. Are you kidding me? This day just doesn't get any better, does it? I'm going to sit here for a second and just try to digest what is going on right now. They were down by like 20 points. The Cowboys make a comeback win, and the Eagles make nothing. Nothing but probably excuses. We'll watch the film. We'll get better next week. No, it's not getting better. Carson Wentz, you got to take it upon yourself to learn how to make decisions. And by the way, Carson Wentz threw the ball away all day. He threw the ball away, and it looked perfect. He saw Aaron Donald coming at him and said, you know what, let me get rid of the ball. But when you have the momentum, when you're on a drive, and you make a bonehead decision like that, I still want to go back, and I want to go and watch that play over and over. I've watched it about 3 times, you know? But if you guys haven't noticed, and it takes a casual fan to understand, when Carson Wentz and the Eagles are flipping the direction of a run, usually he's under center and he goes kill, and he flips the run. This time he was in shotgun. So I was like, what's going on here? We're going down. We're in our groove. We're at like the 25, 30, 35 yard line. And he calls kill. He does a play action, doesn't hand it off, even though I think the design call was to run it, and throws a boneheaded interception into 2 men and J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, who did nothing but sit there and watch it get it intercepted. I'm embarrassed. I am disgusted. I am disgusted with this Eagles team right now. How do you come out and look, if we come out and we lose this game by 3 points, if we lose it by 4 points, you know what it is? The Rams, they are what they are. But we lose it by almost 20. We allow them to run all over us like it's a marathon. Going into half, the Rams are 26-0 when leading at halftime under Sean McVay. I knew it was going to be a tall task, but I thought we could stay in it. But this team just finds himself nowhere near. I have so many issues. Like, Deshaun Jackson doesn't get a target in the first half. He comes out in the second half and gets like 5 right away. Right? Jalen Reagor was more so used in the first half, not used in the second. Dallas Goedert. How many catches did Dallas Goedert have today? 4 for 30 yards, and Zach Ertz had 5 for 42, even though they couldn't get anything going. Even though Miles Sanders was the man, and Boston Scott was even contributing, but he kind of faded off. Greg Ward, barely saw him. JJ, bust. By the way, JJ Arcega-Whiteside, I am done with JJ Arcega-Whiteside. I didn't think I'd be saying it in week 2 of the season, but I'm done. I'm done with JJ Arcega-Whiteside. I will trade this man for cash considerations. I will trade JJ Arcega-Whiteside for a bag of Lay's potato chips. I will trade him for anything at this point. Not only does JJ can't get any separation, watches the ball get intercepted, but JJ Arcega-Whiteside, the Eagles' last chance in this game, they're down 31-19 in the fourth. And you know what Boston Scott does? He does Boston Scott things. He runs it out to like the 50-yard line on a kick return. And you know what JJ Arcega-Whiteside does? With one blocker in the way, he thinks it's a good idea to push him in the back and bring the ball back to the 12-yard line. Congrats, JJ. That was your best play of this entire game. And you costed us 35 freaking yards. Get him out of Philadelphia. He's not made for it, and he's not built. That's just my one beef. But let's go back to the defensive side of the ball. All I'm seeing the Rams do is throw it in the flat, end around a Robert Woods, screen, bootleg. I mean, Jared Goff in the first half could have ordered a Domino's pizza and had time to throw the football. We were not even close to him. I mean, just the motion pre-snap just had the Eagles all discombobulated, and we did not look like a defense. Maddox played terrible. I thought Nickel Roby-Coleman was going to have a huge game against his team. All he did was get a 15-yard penalty down in the red zone and get torched. Mills couldn't do anything. Cravon LeBlanc, if he was in, he didn't do anything. Slay did okay. We didn't get beat deep. That's another thing. In terms of the offensive side of the ball, we didn't even throw it downfield. We didn't take any shots. Carson Wentz took one shot that Dallas Goedert, lobbed it up to him, and threw it behind his head. That's the thing. Carson Wentz, if you look at the numbers, 26 for 43. It actually does not look good. I thought it was at least decent for most of this game. But Carson Wentz was throwing balls behind people in the dirt. He just, when you need a big play, when you need a good throw to extend a drive, he just doesn't have it. And I don't know what is going on. And I'm getting very tired of it. And it's looking like we're gonna have problems here going forward, man. It looks like we're gonna have problems, and I don't know what to say. TJ Edwards made a hell of a play to get us back in this game late in the first half off of that punt return. And wow, I can't take this, man. Look, we'll get into more. This is my instant reaction and thoughts. I got a lot of notes, but let's get into some of what you guys are saying. Because I don't know what else to say. Jim Schwartz has been back and forth for quite some time, had a great postseason run, but ever since, Jim Schwartz has one game where he looks like he knows what he's doing, and the next game, it just is terrible. It's just terrible, and he just sits there and does nothing. No adjustments. I mean, like I said, we came out of halftime, and he actually made some adjustments, and then after that, we just go back to being the same Eagles D, and I'm just sick, man. I'm just sick at this point. You guys, give me what is your instant takeaways from this game? I need some thoughts, man. I'm going to try to hit all these comments. We got 70 people up in here. If you guys could hit the like button, save a brother, man. We only got 20 likes up in here. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, ding the notification bell, because I am pissed and I can't take this right now. Oh my gosh. I mean, if this is what we're going to have to go through, man. Big Play says, I'm done. I'm done with this team. We won a Super Bowl. Time to be a joke for 10 to 15 years. Eagles need a defense. We don't know how to be smart. We can't score. The whole division sucks. This is just sad. It's not the end of the world, but this is bad. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the line for Carson Wentz and all these boys. But at this point, man, like, we are expecting these guys to elevate and go up from here. Like, you have the weapons out there. Doug, I think, put together some nice drives, but it's just certain decisions. And at certain points in this game, you got to make those throws. You can't overthrow. Even before that punt return, I don't know if you guys saw in the first half, before that big punt return fumble for TJ Edwards where we got on the 10-yard line and scored, Wentz overthrew a third down pass. I think it was to Ertz, and it was absolutely terrible. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. And I got one more thing to say about Carson Wentz. Hold on, let me take some water. All of you people out there, for who you are, and listen up because you know who you are. All you people that tried to make Carson Wentz into a pocket passer quarterback, all right? And you know who you are. Carson Wentz is going to get hurt. Carson Wentz can't run around. You made him into what he is. Because Carson Wentz, like I've been saying, needs mobility in his game. He is a great quarterback on the run. Now, in terms of throwing the football away, you're absolutely right. But it's like he went from two different extremes. He went from running the ball too much, not throwing it away, taking big hits, and now the dude is starstruck. There was a 4th and 2 in this game, late in the game, and Carson Wentz had an easy first down if he runs the ball. I think he's scared. Or they're just telling him, don't run the football. I think they're telling him, don't run the football. I mean, he has first downs. Yes, you got to throw the ball away, Carson, but even when he's on the move, it's like he just either sits in the pocket or he doesn't run. That is part of Wentz's game. Missing defenders, getting around. That has to be an element of your game because it keeps it's another point of emphasis for the defense. But at this point, they don't even think Carson's going to even run the ball. And he's scared. He's scared to run the ball. Crazy. Wow. I mean, this is disgusting, man. 40 points to the LA Rams, almost. I mean, wow. Max the Brett Brown hater. Shout out to a channel member up in the chat. We get a top 10 pick, though. Hopefully Howie doesn't screw it up. They are who we thought we are. If we go 0-3 next week, time to make changes. Interesting. What kind of changes are we thinking, Reaper? Sorry that your Eagles lost, but my Colts destroyed the Vikings. If we go 0-3, give Joe Burrow his first NFL win. I have no hope left. Look, the Eagles usually struggle with Cincy, and I'm actually worried right now. I'm worried. Barn 5, what's going on? Higbee is good. Nathan Gary was on him. LOL. Look, man, I'm not taking anything away from Tyler Higbee, but if you're giving up 3 touchdowns, let me read you this, okay? Let me read you this. I thought I had the picture. Tyler Higbee, this was his years in the NFL. In 2016, he had 1 touchdown. In 17, he had 2 touchdowns. In 2018, or one of those years, he had 2 or 3. And then last year, he had 3 touchdowns. Tyler Higbee had the same amount of touchdowns today that ties his career high for a season. I mean, are you kidding me, man? You don't do anything else. I saw us throw a couple blitzes. We threw 1 blitz early in this game, and the Rams scored on it because Jalen Mills had a direct line to Jared Goff, and Gary completely blew it. And after that, we think that just because we have all this talent on the line that we're going to be able to accumulate all this pressure. No. When you're sending 4 men and a guy like Fletch is getting double teamed, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. If we lose to the Bengals, I'll be pissed. At least we didn't lose Miles Sanders. The Giants lost Saquon. Wouldn't be surprised if they win this division with 7 wins. NFC East is bad. Start Jalen Hurts. Dallas really won. I'm getting excited for the draft. This is crazy. I mean, this is week 2, and we're excited for the draft. A lot of people are going to start calling Jalen Hurts' name. He was in for, 2 plays today on decoys? But, man, if this continues, wow. I can't believe this, man. I can't believe this. Fire Jim Shorts. I'm going to cry. Empty set shotgun touchdown. We suck. Honestly, don't care. Hope the Cowboys win the division. I'm just so disgusted. Deshaun Jackson had the most catches on this team, 6 catches for 64 yards, and he didn't have a target in the first half. I mean, what kind of scheme are we running here, Doug? What are we thinking here, Doug? Cowboys win? Oh my gosh. We should have played more man-to-man, dude. They don't have any Pro Bowl receivers besides Kupp. Look, Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods did what they had to do, which was really not that much. I mean, Kupp had 80 yards in this game. Woods had, I think, 1 or 2 catches. But he was used on the end arounds. I mean, they just kept it simple. Don't you guys watch? Like, there was no adjustments in the first half. Jared Goff was 13 for 13 with 122 yards. And you know what happened? Nothing. I mean, if you are a defense, please, like, none of us have probably had the experience to be a defensive coordinator, but just use your common sense for 1 second. Open up your brain for 1 second. If you're a defensive coordinator and a quarterback is 13 for 13, what are you going to do? Something different, right? Right? I mean, it makes sense. But no. Let's play zone on 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, even the announcer, who was terrible, said, wow, this is a rare zone call. But with the Eagles, with Jim Schwartz, yeah, let's play zone on 3rd and 2 and give them an easy curl route for a first down. It makes no sense. This team makes no sense sometimes. Lost to the Rams. Falcons are beyond tragic. I can't believe Dallas won that game. I'm disgusted. I am disgusted. I'm distraught. I'm sick to my stomach. I might go vomit after this. I might. At this point, you just got to laugh. The Giants lost. Oh my gosh. Let me skip some of these comments. So glad I didn't watch the game. I was so sad the Eagles didn't win. Barkley is out for the year. Is he really? That's crazy. Atlanta threw it for him. No way anyone's that stupid on an onside kick. I didn't see what happened yet. You guys can let me know. I was just monitoring the game, but this is crazy. This is crazy, man. Trade JJ to the Falcons. I will trade JJ for a 3rd string kicker at this point. I'm tired of the man. I'm tired. At least I had Higbee on my fantasy team. Rick Bennett, channel member, what is going on? I know you're making out well. Tyler Higbee, more touchdowns today than he's had in any season of his career. Carson Wentz, 26 for 43. It's just staring me in the eyes. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Rieger had 4 catches in this game. Did he have a catch in the second half? The Eagles ran more plays than the Rams, had 100 less yards, the same amount of drives. I mean, this is crazy. There was one drive in this game. The Rams had a 3-play, 75-yard touchdown drive for a minute. I mean, I'm tired of this team. They deserve to be called out by everybody. Everybody deserves to be called out because it's not good enough. Not only was the defense getting, in a bad scheme, not playing well, but where was the fight in the first half? Where was the fight? I saw it coming out of the second half, but it just kind of dissipated. As soon as Wentz threw that interception, the game just flipped. The game just flipped. And it just did not head in the right direction. Things looked way too easy for the Rams in the first half. And when the Eagles actually put the pedal to the metal, and when TJ Edwards got that turnover, I thought it was going to shift. And it did, until we gave it right back. I thought it was going to be the opposite from last week, where we actually come back this time, down 18. We bring it down 5. And then I'm just disgusted, man. I don't know what else to say. I mean, where do we go from here? Trade J.J. Alshon in a first for Allen Robinson. It's not even going to matter at this point who we have. It's just like we don't play the right way. Doug Peterson is Andy Reid's son. This man, we threw the ball 43 times and ran it 23, right? Or 26. I mean, Miles Sanders was getting yards. He was getting yards. Feed him. Feed him. We got a touchdown in the first half. We go for a 2-point conversion, by the way. It didn't end up mattering, but still, we call a sweep on a 2-point conversion. Miles doesn't hit his cut. And it's just, but like, it doesn't make sense, bro. Like, I called things happening as I'm watching. Again, I didn't think Doug Peterson really coached a bad game. I thought he put together some nice calls, some drives, even though sometimes we throw it short on a 3rd and 6 for 3 yards. Like, it doesn't make sense. Hot take, Wentz is not a top 12 quarterback. Trade Nate Sudfeld, JJ, and Nate late on the block Herbig to the Bears for Allen Robinson. The Eagles O-line was, I'll say they were holding up decently. There were some plays where they got absolutely just disparaged and Wentz had to throw it away, which he did. I mean, he made that adjustment, but there's just certain plays that are sticking in my mind where we need a nice throw in a tight window and Wentz just doesn't get it there. And the defense just disappeared this game. I mean, what do we do? I mean, we go one game from playing well on defense, and then we see this. Like, man, we know football. I'm an Eagles fan, but it's Carson Wentz. Going out down 0-2, it's like, it's not like this game was a must win, but like it almost feels like it was. And we're down 0-2. We're 0-2. We got Cincy. We got the 49ers who are banged up but are still playing well. And then we got Pittsburgh and the Ravens. I mean, wow. Defense was horrible. Play calling wasn't really good, but this is the first time in 5 years that I'm starting to believe Wentz isn't our guy for the future. 88 Eagles fan calling it how it is. I never thought I would feel this way, but I'm almost starting to feel the same way. I'm not going that far yet to say he's not the guy because I still believe in Carson. But he's showing a lot of inconsistency right now that I've never seen. And I don't know what's going on. No preseason, no OC, no number 1 wide receiver, no linebackers, organizational malpractice. That's another thing. Our linebackers, we gave them credit last week because they played up. And even though we know it's going to be an issue, and this team, this franchise always devalues the linebacker position. But man, were they trash today. I mean, the Eagles were even missing some open field tackles, and it's disgusting, man. All our guys come back. Sanders, Lane, Barnett, Graham, and there's like nothing to show for it. Nothing. No turnovers. The only big play was that punt return where we knocked it out. So what's next for the Eagles? Wow. I mean, who knows, man? This is sad. Bench Wentz for Jalen Hurts versus the Bengals next week. Send a message. Look, Jalen Hurts, and a lot of people were going nuts today when Jalen Hurts was labeled as active today. So Nate Sudfeld was inactive. Jalen Hurts was active. Everyone's like, oh, is this a message to Wentz? I didn't think it was. I thought it was just kind of to get him in the rhythm. Maybe he's understanding getting a week down now. But man, if I'm Carson Wentz, I gotta start looking over my shoulder a little bit. Like, you got to pick it up, man. Again, I'm not mad that we lost. I'm mad of how we lost this game. Wow. I feel sick. Wentz needs a new team. You should use Hurts. Carson Wentz, when given a number 1 offensive coordinator and a deep defense MVP season, Wentz with Doug at OC, Frank Reich gone, no wide receiver and a shallow defense. Oh, man, look, I was actually saying some of these same things to myself. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, like, you know, you guys remember how structured and how easy the offense was in 2017, even when we had to switch our quarterback It's like they created a whole new playbook in a couple weeks, and I'm really thinking that Frank Reich was a mastermind. I mean, even when things were working, we would stick with them and we just simplified things to work to our advantages. And we're getting away from that now, and Carson's missing some key throws. By the way, I also don't support him throwing the ball 43 times in his game. It's crazy. Like I said earlier, if you're just tuning in, 97 people, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Aaron Donald has played against 23 different NFL teams. There is one team that Aaron Donald has not recorded a sack against. Guess who? It's the Eagles. And if you told me that Aaron Donald and the Rams would not record a sack today, I would have said we win this game by 10 points and we lose by 18. We got to start searching for answers. We got to start searching for answers. I can't believe this, man. Let me know right now in the chat if you want. Where does the majority of this blame go for today's game? Let me know. Because I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. Barnes says Carson stinks in the pocket. We have to move on from how we bring a GM that can draft and trade Cox and potentially trade Ertz. Even Ertz looks kind of slow. Even when he catches the ball, he looks slow. I don't get it. Dallas Goedert really wasn't used enough, in my opinion. Saw us going to the flat a lot, but there were some simple plays in this game on a 2nd and 5, a first down, where we just do the simple things. Throw a curl, a button hook for 5 yards. That's it. It doesn't have to be that hard. This is crazy. We had it going in the second half, but the defense looked like a lost puppy. Defense was terrible. And the second that Darius Slay goes out, by the way, the injuries, guys are still getting knocked down. It wasn't as bad today, but still, guys are coming up limping. And the second that Darius Slay goes down, the Rams throw it to Tyler Higbee, to the end zone, and it works. Unbelievable. We should tank now. RB, hey, what's going on, Joseph? 0-16, here we go. Is it Jalen time? Yeah, we stink. Tank for Sewell. What's the thing that Eagles need to do for next game? There's so much. Like, nothing is clicking right now. At least Wentz wasn't sacked. Exactly. But if you told me Carson Wentz wasn't going to be sacked, I tell you we win this game. Smokeless was good. Can you explain 37-19? I really can't. I can't, except our defense disappeared into thin air, and Carson Wentz missed some key opportunities, and the chance that we had, 2 plays stick out to me from this game. One, like I said, is the Carson Wentz interception in the double coverage. He obviously killed a run, and we were in our groove, and he messed up the whole drive, tried to go for the big play and threw it into double coverage. A terrible decision, interception, momentum changed. And in the fourth quarter, when we're down 31-19 and we have a chance, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside gets a penalty and brings us from the 50 back to the 12, and it was over. It was over. Hopefully we draft an O-lineman early. Sayamalu goes out. I'm just disgusted right now. Might as well end if we lose to the Bengals. I will tell you now, the Bengals game is now a must-win. I don't care what anybody says. We cannot drop to 0-3. It cannot happen. It cannot happen. We got to win at least 2 or 3 of the next 4. Hurts, waste of pick. Just disappointed there's so many injuries. At least Donald didn't get a sack. But where does that get us? Where does it get us? BOSG channel member, what's going on? We must trade Carson Wentz. I'm sad. Calvin Ridley carried me. We should have drafted Lamar instead of trading the pick. Ugh. Now we have to go through another week of this misery, this disappointment. I'm going to cry. Should have kept Nick Foles. That pick in the end zone, man, talk about a momentum killer. I absolutely agree with you, David. Without that pick, the Eagles, I believe we were down 5 at the time, and we found our rhythm. We found our rhythm. Sean McVay said at halftime that they're not going to allow the game to get out of their hands unless we take it from them, and that's exactly what we did. After that turnover by TJ Edwards, and we had found our groove. You know, we go into the half on a I had so much confidence at halftime. Even though Sean McVay hadn't lost when his team was up in the second half, I knew we would have a good chance to win this game. And we just rock it down the field. Our defense gets 2 3-and-outs right away. We are rocking down the field. And when I'm telling you guys, I need to go back and watch that play. Let me know what you guys think happened on that play. Because what I think happened is Carson Wentz. I'm telling you, every time they kill the run or flip the direction, he goes kill. But this time he was in shotgun. And it's not like the running back switched sides or anything. I really think it was supposed to be a first down run. That's my other thing. Not only was it, a 3rd and 8, a 2nd and long, it was 1st and 10. You cannot make if Carson Wentz made that decision to not run it there and throw it to the end zone into double coverage, well, that's the only play he should watch for this entire week. And Doug Peterson should tell him, you are not that good yet to call your own plays like that. Was it just me, or was Fletcher slow to get up every play? Seems like some guys just forgot to condition. Exactly. And another guy that I actually thought was hurt before he started to get like 4 or 5 targets was Djax. He was getting up slow, and I didn't see him in the first half. I'm like, what is going on? Unbelievable. Thinking about becoming a Cowboys fan? Absolutely not. Well, I'll stop watching football before I become a Cowboys fan. Coaching scheme is very bad. Just need a rebuild. Team could win the division, but we're not a Super Bowl team. Sanders should have gotten the carry on the 4th down conversion. You talking about the 4th and 2, David? I thought that even with Carson back, I think it was a 3-step drop. Carson had a lane to run. But I'm telling you, all these people wanted Carson to be a pocket passer. Why is Carson not rolling out? Can you please tell me? I think I saw 2 or 3 plays where this man rolled out, and most of them turned into nothing. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. Howie Roseman, for the love of God, needs to call me up to play quarterback. Honestly, man, this is bad. This is bad. I'm not even going to hold. Oh, my gosh. I think the Sixers are in a way better position than the Eagles. I'm losing hope for Wentz quickly. Look, this is year 5, and I feel like we've been stuck on some of the great things we've seen from Wentz, but he's not playing similarly. He's missing throws that he needs to hit. And overall, is Wentz leading this team? Is he leading this team? Oh, man. I mean, please, someone give me the answers. I thought our defense was going to come out and have a decent game. And they get absolutely blown up. Not all of it is their fault. Some of it is, but I put some of it on Jim Schwartz as well. I did not like this scheme at all. Playing too soft. I tweeted out in the first half. The Eagles' defense was too soft. Why are we not up on these guys? They're throwing it all game for a yard or 2. Why are we not coming up and trying to pick one off or something, man? Dwayne Haskins made these linebackers look competent. Eagles fans, we have to stop being so reactionary. It's week 2. Wentz had 5K yards last season without a number 1 wide receiver. Yeah, but at this point, like, it looks like he's taking a step back. Yeah, the season's not over. Yeah, Carson Wentz can win some games this year, but can we beat the good teams? Are we a playoff team? It just seems like nothing is clicking together, and this is killing me. This is killing me. Just put the practice squad out there. Maybe that would work. I have no more words. Frank Reich won the Super Bowl. Do you make baseball videos? Once in a while, I do. Fitzpatrick, Cousins, Garoppolo, Wentz. They all have something missing from their quarterback game. 4 interceptions in 2 games. It's crazy because Carson Wentz usually averages around 7 or 8 interceptions in a year. Give Carson a break. He had no preseason. No, I don't want to hear that crap because you know what? Nobody had a preseason. Did Jared Goff have a preseason? No. He had 3 touchdowns, though. I mean, come on now. Come on. Get rid of Doug and get Frank Reich back. I'm telling you, Doug kind of loses it sometimes. I didn't think he coached a terrible game. I thought Jim Schwartz did not have a good plan for this game at all. But again, it's just certain situations, and we'll see guys come in, and then they're not used, and then it's just all over the place. And I can't take it, bro. I can't take it. I'm sick, bro. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here, bro? Trying to get to all these comments, man. They're coming in crazy. If I miss your comment, just go ahead and comment again. Shout out to the boys, 2138. Appreciate the super chat. Says, how about them Cowboys? Look, man, you deserve to talk your smack. I can't believe the Cowboys came back and the Eagles are left with nothing. I mean, this is disgusting, man. You have all the right. You have all the right to be talking trash, man. I'm so frustrated, bro. I'm so frustrated. It's not like usually I'm used to it going down to the 4th quarter and we either win one late or we blow it and it's a close game, but it's like we should have won. This game we didn't even have the business to be in against the Rams. Now you start to look back at a game last week and say, well, you know what? Well, that game is going to matter now. That game is going to matter that we lost that week 1 game. This is crazy, man. The body language is terrible. I see guys on the sideline just huffing and puffing, man. Not right. Shout out to Philly Notion, man. Channel member, my guy. What's going on, bro? I know you're as pissed off as me. Appreciate the super chat. Says, RB, the way Carson is playing, he's definitely earning his non-spot in the top 100. We forgot how to win, and it's embarrassing. We need a win. We need something, Notion. We need something, bro. Just when we look like we are putting together some drives and have a chance of turning this game upside down, a boneheaded interception. Look, a lot of people are going to say, there's going to be the people that say, get Wentz out of here, bring Jalen Hurts in. There's going to be the people that say, you know what, it's not Wentz, it's Doug Peterson. But in this game was the Eagles to take. Just how Washington took it from us last week, this was the Eagles to take. And we were in the process of doing that, and Wentz made a terrible decision. And we never had hope after. I don't know what else to say, Notion. Please give me something, man. This is embarrassing, bro. This is embarrassing. Appreciate the super chat. Hold up, we got another one. Shout out to Philly Notion, man. Says everybody smash that like button if we look like garbage. We got 130 in a chat. Hit that like button, man. Let's get it to 100 likes. 100 likes and Jalen Hurts will start next week. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Ding that notification bell. And let me know if you guys are as sick as I am right now, because I take this week in, week out stuff. This week in, week out of the Philadelphia Eagles is my life. And if you're a Philly fan, you understand this. Like, we don't take this lightly. When our team is playing like trash, I know we didn't have home fans. I literally heard boos raining in from the crowd. Someone was sitting with the crowd noise and literally they were playing boos in the stand. That's how bad this was in the first half. Embarrassing, bro. Shout out to Philly Notion, man. Appreciate you, my guy. Let me get to some of these comments, man. I mean, I don't know what else to say, man. I mean, we suck right now. We suck. And it's crazy, man. This fan base is so back and forth. Like, there are literally people just on different sides of the equation. Crazy. Right now, how I am, speechless. This is how I felt for the last hour now. The season's not done, but this is embarrassing, bro. This is embarrassing. Where's the fire in the belly? Let me know, George. Where is it? Where is it? These guys love playing for Doug. They love playing for Doug. Doug's a player's coach. Well, get them fired up, Doug. Maddox and McLeod is trash. McVay exploited it. I feel like McVay just kept it 5 yards and under all day. It was that simple. It looked so easy. It was so hard for the Eagles to try to even make a tackle on the Rams. It was so easy for them. Crazy, bro. Crazy. Carson missed on Goddard that one play, big time. Dude, Carson has missed some key throws. I can't even hold, man. There's been some key throws, some key situations, and Carson Wentz just misses. Some key plays, man. I mean, the ball is sailing. This one that you're talking about with Goddard, he lobs it up and he throws it behind him. What is going on, man? What is going on? We have a brutal schedule coming up. Bengals is a must win. I think the Bengals is a must win. If we lose to the Bengals and this team is completely depleted going against the Niners, Steelers, and the Ravens, I mean, we might be kissing goodbye to the season if we don't win next week. Eagles just waste their time on stupid players. Alshon Hurts, Whiteside. Eagles pick up a defensive tackle when O-line needs help. Our ends suck. This is embarrassing. The Eagles lose to the Bengals. I'm not watching a football game. Eagles had 5 penalties in this game. I think we had 1 in the first. Lost the time of possession. I think in the first half, the Rams, I think they were averaging 10.8 yards per attempt, and that is just inexcusable. That is just inexcusable. They were just using all their weapons, spreading the wealth. Wentz and Doug are trying to prove a point because of the critics with all the doubters coming for his neck this year. What point are they proving exactly? Please let me know. I mean, please. You'll all give Wentz another free pass. Blame Dougie as always. Hopefully you saw today it's not Dougie or play calling. I didn't think Doug coached a bad game today. There were certain situations. Yeah, I don't know if it's like there was also one play. Well, I'll say one drive where the Eagles were in the red zone. I think it was late third or fourth quarter. And Wentz ended up throwing the ball away twice in a row, but he missed an easy throw to the end zone. It was Goddard. Goddard was wide open, and he didn't see it. He misses some reads. Abraham Lincoln says, I just want to say, trying to hit J-Jaw in double coverage is not it. Absolutely not. Please let me know. Give me your analysis of that play, because in my opinion, what I saw is Carson Wentz call off a designed run on first down. It was 1st and 10, and try to go for the home run when all we needed was a damn single. We were never winning this game. McVay was too focused. Please, that's absolutely false. That is false. You come out of halftime, and the way the Eagles were playing, down 5 points, we had everything going for our side. We had everything going. And Wentz made a boneheaded decision and gave him the momentum. Why won't they give Hurts a real shot? They waste him a fake play. Look, Jalen Hurts, my opinion, Jalen Hurts will not play for the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But if Carson declines, if he loses, say he loses next week and loses a couple more, obviously you're not going to start Jalen Hurts against a team like the Steelers or Ravens. But going forward in this game, in this season, if this continues, man, like, I don't know, man. I got to see improvements. Dan N, appreciate the super chat, my guy. Howie needs to go. All those draft picks saved instead of trading for talent. Wouldn't mind AB. It's crazy that we are calling, potentially thinking AB. I mean, that's what people are saying. I mean, look. There's a lack of, how do I put this? Like, a lack of synergy in this organization. Like, first we hear Doug talk about having his OC back and Carson Wentz back, and they don't come back. They get fired. Jim Schwartz, I mean, does Doug even talk to Jim Schwartz? Like, it's back and forth every single game. And I agree with you, Dan. Some of these picks are working out, but some of them, man, just do not look good. Do not look good. The J.J. Arcega-Whiteside pick is very much irksome to me right now. I'm telling you guys, if you're just tuning in, I've officially given up on J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. It's done. It's over. And I could not believe it, man. And it's not even just because of that play, but that boneheaded penalty when Boston Scott runs it out to the 50. The guy has no catches in 2 games. I mean, are you kidding me, man? No catches in 2 games. You're a second-round pick last year. 10 catches last year. No catches in 2 games. You're doing nothing for this team. I'm sick, bro. Appreciate the super chat. I mean, we got to start evaluating this entire organization, bro. We got to start evaluating this entire organization. If we lose next week, we are in trouble, fellas. We're in trouble. Matisse Thibault saying, just need one Philly team to not let us down for once. I agree. I miss Frank Reich and John DeFilippo. You're telling me, man. You're telling me. It's almost like there's not as much creativity on this offense as we used to see. And I don't get it. When you have a duo running back situation with Miles Sanders and Boston Scott, I just think, like, even in 2017, we used to see so much motion. We used to fool the hell out of teams with Carson rolling out of the pocket, finding some way, making magic happen. But he's just like, he's I don't even know. He plays like Big Ben now. Like, he's just he just sits in the pocket, man. Unbelievable, bro. Shout out to Jalen Totally. Appreciate the super chat. Find my comment. It was too long to put on here. Let me find your comment. Let me see. I'm a Washington fan. I feel you guys wasted his career every year except 2017. Wide receivers wouldn't catch balls, and he always had pressure on him. I feel he is mentally frustrated and drained. So that's an interesting take. Look, for the past years, I've been on your side. I've been saying, we haven't given Carson Wentz enough, right? We haven't given him enough. And I've agreed with you. And it almost feels like there's some kind of like disconnection now. But right now in time, Jalen, right now in time, look, and I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way. I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way. I am not giving up on Carson Wentz yet. But at the end of the day, this is the first time I can truly say, wow, I'm second guessing myself about the future of the quarterback position in Philadelphia. I'm not saying Carson Wentz is out of here. I'm not saying he's done. But man, this is 0-2 now. I mean, we win the first two games. We're probably on our way to winning this division. But now, I mean, we're working from behind. We're working uphill, man. Appreciate the super chat. And that's a good point. That's a good point. I don't want to start throwing people under their bus saying that the season is over and guys need to go right now. But man, I'm disgusted, bro. And you know, when the time comes, I will be the first one to call somebody out. And Carson Wentz is not doing enough. The team is inconsistent. The formula is just not right. And you can't be giving up 37 points to the Rams. I mean, it's disgusting, bro. I have all these notes, but it's like I don't even need to look at them. I still cannot get over the fact that Jared Goff started this game 13 for 13, and we did nothing to get him out of his rhythm. Nothing, bro. Nothing. Wow. Shout out to Nitro Freak. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. Interested to hear what you have to say for sure. Says 3-win team at best. Keep up the good work, bro. Appreciate you, Nitro Freak. 3-win team at best. Man, the extremes that this fan base goes to, I love it though. It's crazy, man. And we got to go through another week. You think we heard all this stuff this past week? Imagine what we're going to be hearing this week, man. Appreciate the super chat. I'm as disgusted as you are. And I mean, Nitro was one of the first people to talk about Carson Wentz, which I don't think was absolutely right. But right now, you have a right to talk about him. You have a right. We have a right. There's something about the NFC East, man. There is a curse in the NFC East. No team can win this division back to back. Wow. 140 up in the chat. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe. Ding the notification bell. What do you guys think? What comes next? Let me know. What is your next? Like, what do we do here? Do we start rolling Carson out of the pocket? Do we put different guys in who have no names? Like, do we blitz more? What do we do? I don't think our scheme is right, and I don't think the scheme that we're trying to run completely fits our personnel. Where's the hope come from, fellas? Let me know in the chat. Let me know, because look, this is still my instant reaction. I'm starting to digest this, and I'm just disgusted, man. I mean, the first two games, we put up a combined 3 points in the second half. In the second half of games, we have a combined 3 points in 4 quarters. And we haven't scored over 20 points. Embarrassing, bro. Embarrassing. That's all I can say. At the end of the day, I'm not going to come out here. Look, I'm not that one person that will just throw everyone under the bus and say, or just say everything's always okay. It's not okay, man. It's not okay. 12% of 0-2 teams make the playoffs. We're not making the playoffs. Please stop with the nonsense. And I can't wait to go back and watch the post-game press conference. Let me tell you guys something, all right? And I'm being straight up. This is just my personal opinion. But I better not hear any excuses. I want to hear what happened on that interception by Wentz. But I don't want to hear it'll get better. I got to watch the tape. No. 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 I don't want to hear that I have to watch the tape. No. Fix it. Fix it. Look, holding on to the ball too long, that is something that is taught. That is something that is practiced. That is instructed. But overthrowing your guy consistently when you need a clutch throw, throwing it into the dirt, those are things that you just might never have. And I don't get what's going on, man. I don't get it. I better not hear Doug. Well, we'll evaluate throughout this week, and we just got to execute better. We look, we just got to execute better. No, I don't want to hear that crap, Doug. I want to hear you call someone out. If you're really a player's coach, then your players should know that when they're being called out, or that they should have the ability to be called out and not take it personal. You're playing like crap. I would walk straight into that locker room and tell them, we lose next week, we're not going to the damn playoffs. We're playing like crap. Pick it up. No more Mr. Nice Guy, man. In the past 2 to 3 years, when I would see Wentz sit in the pocket and then chug it downfield, I knew it was an automatic catch. Now, every time it's either a pick or incompletion. That's a good point, Jordan. And please explain to me, how come last week I saw us go downfield like 6 times? We barely took any shots today. You notice how things just completely shift one week to the next. Disgusting, bro. You can't blame anything on the O-line. This game is time to face the facts. Carson played awful once again, and the play calling is awful. The defense didn't stop anything. I agree with you, Nathan. I thought the O-line held what they could. They did what they could against that ferocious D-line of the Rams. You got Aaron Donald, Brockers, you got Floyd. I mean, they did what they could, man. They did what they could. We need to promote Deuce, the head coach, and put Hurts in. We need to put the team on Sanders' back. It's just simply lack of execution. I mean, better roster than 2 teams you played against but failed to convert it. What's going on, Derek? What's going on, my guy? It's lack of execution. It's lack of consistency. It's, just changing, just not implementing the right scheme sometimes. I mean, and it's just decision making. It's crucial crunch time plays that we're not executing on, and it's bad. Carson is done. We had the momentum and Carson killed it. Absolutely. 100%. Look, I'm not going to blame one play or for an entire game, but look, people that are in here that are saying that the Eagles had no chance to win this game, you're absolutely wrong. We had the momentum in the third quarter, and Wentz gave it right back. Tried to be a superhero. You can't do that, man. Cannot do it. Wentz isn't a pocket passer. I'd hire the Ravens OC as our head coach. Bring that style to Wentz. If he gets hurt, he gets hurt. That's what I've been saying, man. At the end of the day, if a guy's injury prone and he just can never stay healthy, well, it is what it is. That'll write his career. But you can't take away a component that is so essential to what makes a man different and successful and exclusive. You know what I mean? All these people that called for Carson Wentz to sit in the pocket so he wouldn't get hurt. Carson Wentz is just a pocket passer right now, and it's not right. It's not right. Anthony Perry, what's good? We can't lose versus the Bengals and expect to beat 49ers, Steelers, and Ravens to stay in a race. Nope. Take care, RB. I'm out of here. Go, Phils. Have a good one, man. They said that DeFilippo didn't get along with Carson, but he produced numbers. Maybe getting under his skin is the push he needs. Exactly. At the end of the day, you know what they had? They had one of these. Wentz has 4 picks already. He has 4 already. The dude usually averages like 7, 8, 9 picks. This is disheartening, man. We're going to be on here for about 10, 15 more minutes. Give me your questions. Give me your comments, your thoughts. Where do we go forward from here? What is the number one thing that we have to turn around for next week? Because I already talked about this game. The defense was absolutely terrible. And when they made some stops in the beginning of the second half and Wentz turned it over, we just never looked back, and we scored 3 points in the second half and could not put together any more drives. And everything was just crushed. $26 for 43 with 2 interceptions, man. No fluidity in this offense, bro. Sanders had 20 carries for 95 yards. Wow. The Rams had almost 200 rushing yards in this game. They had that one guy, Henderson, who I barely even heard of. Let's look at my keys of the game. I said we need to have success against Donald and the Rams D-line. Again, if you told me that we wouldn't sack the Rams or that the Rams wouldn't sack us in this game, I would have said we won. That happens. We had success. Didn't help. Jared Goff didn't get enough pressure on him. Said that needed to happen. I said Carson Wentz had to be better. Had to eliminate the turnovers. But he still throws 2 picks. He still fumbles. Or Miles Sanders fumbled. Miles Sanders had a terrible fumble in the beginning of this game, but I knew he would rebound. It was his first game back, but still, that can't happen. My breakout Eagle I picked for this week was Nikel Roby-Coleman, and he played trash. I thought he would get up against his former team. Terrible. And I thought Zach Ertz would play well, and no. Zach Ertz looks slower than ever. D-Jax, I mean, they don't use him enough. Like, the stats for Carson Wentz and Jared Goff were similar coming into this game for the first 4 years. But Goff outplayed him today. And Goff just managed the game. They played it right into his strengths. He didn't have to do much. He didn't feel any pressure in the first. What the hell? Ijir Willis says, I hate to say this, but honestly, we're looking like a 4-12 or 5-11 team. I don't know if I'm going to that extent yet, but right now, I don't know if we can win a toe-to-toe game with a good team. Like, not good. Not good at all. Have you ever seen a team win a Super Bowl and then people talking about their head coach going just years later? I mean, wow. Wow. Can we get an O-line, a number 1, and an OC before we trade Carson for a pack of peanuts after 2 games? Man, I can't wait to hear all the trade Wentz things this week. I mean, it's crazy because how we drafted Jalen Hurts for injury purposes. He drafted him for injury purposes because Carson always gets to the big game and can't stay healthy. But man, did we think it was going to be like this after week 2? I didn't. RB, he stayed healthy 1 year. He's gotten hurt like every year. But right now, it's not even about the injuries. It's about the talent level. Let's go with Hurts. Dak beat AJ Terrell led secondary. Come on, are you serious? I want Hurts now or I'm going to lose my mind. You don't know. You know who didn't lose to the Rams? Nick Foles. Man, oh man. Look at that. Fire the conditioning coach today. That was sad calling guys calling to be taken out. I agree with that. I would agree. Guys don't look like they're in shape like that. If we don't win in week 3, I have nothing else to do. If we lose next week to the Bengals, you can chalk this one up. You can chalk it up. Our scheme is fine. A quarterback can't read the comics or defenses, doesn't go through his progressions. I'll be honest. Carson Wentz misses some reads, man. He misses some wide open looks, and it's weird. It's weird. Still think losing Foles was a mistake. Man, this fan base is going to be all over the place this week. I mean, you thought this past week was bad. This week's going to be crazy. We got 145 in the chat. If you guys could, hit that like button for me. Let's get it to 100 likes. Subscribe if you're new and ding the notification bell. I mean, this is 0-2, man. Now the spotlight is going to shift off. They're going to start to question, are the Eagles even a team? Are we a playoff team? Do we even have business being anything this year? It's coming tomorrow on the national media. You'll hear it. You'll see it. Wentz clearly had a horrible read on the interception. Look, and my thing is that he changed up the call. I don't think that was Doug's call. I think Wentz killed the run and tried to throw it into double coverage, and it just wasn't bad. It was bad. It was just not smart at all. It'll get better. We just got to watch the tape. That one's on me. When I go back and watch the press conference, if I hear for 1 second, I mean, please, and the media, look, I wish I was a media member. I really do. So that I could ask the right questions. You know what I mean? Like, you ever hear a reporter come out and it's like, oh, Doug, well, what did you think of your overall team's performance? What would you do? What was your message to the team after the game? No, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking on the damn interception, Carson. Did you kill the run? And why would you throw it into double coverage to JJ, who has no catches? I'm straight up asking that question. I wish I could ask questions. I wish. I wish. Oh, man. We have to stop being so devoid of context. What do we mean by that? Eagles players on sideline were laughing during the third quarter. The body language has been bad as well. It's been bad. I'm disgusted, but these next few weeks is going to really determine our season, Doug. Our season. Look, I think these next few weeks, and I'm not even going to lie to you guys, I think it could determine some jobs here in Philadelphia going forward. Some jobs. Man. And it's crazy because I thought our defensive line actually played well today. But when I look at the Rams, like, they really weren't running it into the heart of Hargrave and Cox and Graham. They were mobilizing themselves to the outside, and our linebackers were trash. Trash, man. Trash. It might be time to start giving some guys. It might be time to start giving some guys some opportunities in here. If I'm Howie Roseman, I'm starting to call some people up. I'm starting to call up other teams as well. I've been saying this for years, even before YouTube. The Eagles, look, even though you have these guys on the defensive line, you got to send more pressure. We don't pressure enough. We saw those first couple drives out of the second half when our D-line got to Jared Goff. Did you guys notice right out of the half that pressure on Jared Goff is when he started to throw incompletes? But then we just let him sit. We just let him relax. And that's not good. We knew he was going to bootleg, right? We knew it. And I'm not taking any credit away from the Rams. Like, they had a good game plan. They did what they had to do. But at the end of the day, man, you can't go down like that if you're the Eagles. It's all about opportunity in this game. All about opportunity, and week to week opportunity. And when you like last week, we give the Washington one opportunity. And this week we had an opportunity and we squandered it. Was it all Wentz or were the Rams good too? The Rams were good. The Rams are a good team. I think they were underestimated by some. I think they'll be fine. But damn. We are talking about one interception. Yeah, but at the same time, it was a costly interception. It completely shifted the game, and it's from a guy who we want to put in that elite category. That can't happen. That can't happen. That's what I'm saying. I could never have a good Sunday. I feel you, Aiden. I'm just trying to relax. Yeah, enjoy the rest of my weekend. But then this. Boston Scott has 7 touches in this game for a total of 43 yards. 7 touches, 43 yards. Almost 6. Little more than 6 per touch. But no, we go away from Boston Scott, a guy who is even breaking tackles. And he's like 5'6". Wentz wants to be Favre. He screwed us on the interception in the end zone. Terrible play. It shifted the game, man. However you want to look at it. And I'm a complete Wentz guy. I am a Wentz supporter. But when you have to do certain things to be in that category, and you're not doing them, man. You're not. Even for Atlanta, that was too much of a choke. But then again, I still didn't see what happened at the end of the game. I just saw them making their way back. I can't believe they won. I can't believe they won that. Somebody should have laid some wood on Ram wide receivers. They did, and Nikel Roby-Coleman did, but then he got a head-to-head 15-yarder, man. We just don't do things smart. Wentz is 5K yards without a number 1 last year. Yeah, let's trade that guy and start a gadget quarterback. I'm not, by no means am I saying to trade Carson. I'm not doing anything yet. I'm not benching him, nothing. But I really got to start to buckle down and kind of analyze this in terms of a variety of ways. Like, we wanted speed. We wanted us to draft wide receivers. Guess what? We went out and drafted some. We went out and got some, but it doesn't make sense why Djax doesn't play enough. It doesn't make sense. Where's Alshon Jeffrey? Why is JJ Arcega-Whiteside more useless than a pack of toilet paper? Like, JJ Arcega-Whiteside, if you offered me a roll of toilet paper, I would think about trading JJ Arcega-Whiteside. The dude is useless. And I said he was going to break out this season because all we hear about, that's all we do. We get deceived. JJ is in physical shape. JJ looks like the man now. And what has he done? It's not going to cut it, man. Carson has no presence. He's not a leader of men. Watching the highlights, Eagles offense was playing small ball after trying to make a comeback. Dallas, Scott, Red Zone, Sanders, Jackson were the only guys setting up. Yeah, but look, man, we had a momentum drive. We were taking our time, putting something together. And then we tried for the home run. If you can't quarterback just Dougie's offense, please stop. It's all Wentz. His heart is the size of a Tic Tac. Has no drive, passion, desire. Doesn't care. Tank for Parsons. Wentz is on pace to have 15 to 25 interceptions. We need to bring back Nigel Bradham. Bradham's a free agent, but it's crazy, man. We're getting this desperate. Like, I hate Nigel Bradham after what he said. But we need something, man. You know what we need, man? And I was kind of thinking about this earlier. We need a player with a spark. And here's what I mean. I'm not talking about in terms of play. Where is the guy? Like, where's that vocal kind of dude on our team? Right? I knew today, I thought Jalen Ramsey would be that guy, John, with D-Jax going back and forth. We didn't even test Jalen Ramsey, all right? D-Jax can be that guy, but he's not as involved as he needs to be. Where's that guy? Who will the guy be on our defense or offense to get everybody riled up? For me, it used to be Malcolm Jenkins because you knew when he stepped on the field, and he was on the field every damn play, you knew that you had heart every single play in Malcolm Jenkins. Why don't we have a guy like that? Fletch made a nice play, but Fletcher Cox overall, like, he's a guy who I would look for on a defense or big play Slay to step up and get everybody riled up. I feel like we don't have that guy. Zach Ertz, not only does he look slower on the field, but he doesn't look like he's all here. You know what I mean? Usually we see Ertz engaged, talking to others. It doesn't even look like he's in, like, in the whole collection of things. Like, damn. At least you're not as bad as my Lions. Man, the Lions were up in that game. I saw that. Fans always say we're so good, and then stuff like this happens. What do you think the Eagles should do in the offseason? I don't even know, Jordan. I'm not thinking about the offseason. I'm thinking about next week. I'm thinking about if we lose a game next week, we might have to start looking towards the offseason, and I'm not ready to do that yet. I'm just disgusted. Higbee and Cooper were the main guys that Goff was hitting. Tyler Higbee, once again, if you're just tuning in, Tyler Higbee had more touchdowns today than he has had in any year of his career. He actually tied. Last season was his most touchdowns in a season with 3. And he had 3 touchdowns today. But my problem, now, besides the blown coverages, is Jim Schwartz playing so soft. Soft. I don't understand why we play these quarterbacks, whether it's Jared Goff, whether it's Haskins, whether it's a guy like Kirk Cousins or Dak. You got to throw pressure at them. We have so much depth on the D-line, but we will not throw any blitzes. You got to stop thinking 4 men is going to beat 5. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Pass rush period, Burrow's going to trash his rush. He's more mobile than Goff. Runs like he's in Rams house. We got some Rams fans up in the building. I know they're just here lurking, man. They're enjoying this. The Rams are a good team. But I do think the Eagles had a chance to strike and didn't. And it's 37 points, man. We have the same record as the Lions. We have the same record as the Bengals. I mean, we don't have an offensive coordinator, don't have a secondary, don't have a number 1, don't have linebackers. Carson has to be better. This is getting out of hand. It is week 2. We are lacking in some areas, but with what we do have, I don't think we're maximizing what we have. You know what I mean? Right back to where we were at the Sixers, accountability. I'm not seeing a lot of accountability, you know? Let me try to get to all these comments. They're coming in fast. If I miss your comment, just go ahead and comment down below. Trying to get to all these. Shout out to the channel members. Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. Try to get this to 100 likes, man. We're at 81 likes, and we got 150 in the chat. Hit the like button for me. Looks like Dallas can win with an 8-8 season. I mean, this division looks even worse than last year right now. Wow. And you know, the Eagles always embrace this next man up mentality. You know, we'll be a team that during this season to rally off 4 in a row or something like that. But you ever wish it was just easier? Like, it shouldn't have to come down to that kind of stuff, you know? It is a sucky way to live your Sunday. You know what I mean? Terrible. As Bill Belichick says, on to Cincinnati. Wentz looks like a bottom 15 starter, see and believe. Jason Peters is a paycheck player, who knew? Joe Burrow versus Jalen Hurts. We're not a playoff team, period. We have a brutal schedule on deck. These 4 weeks are huge. RB, I need answers. I need answers, man. I need answers. I need someone to look themselves in the mirror and take accountability for this. Jim Schwartz. Jim Schwartz should apologize to the Eagles Nation for this performance. I feel like nobody adjusts on this team. Nobody. They ran a ball down the middle consistently. What happened? Where's the linebacker? Where does stop coming from? Don't know. Don't know. Team has no heart or fight. You believe they didn't sign Malcolm? Dude had heart. That's what I'm saying. If there's one guy we need to step up, Malcolm was that guy for me. And he's like, we need that. We need that. Disheartening, bro. Trade anyone worth anything. Season is over. Good year not to watch. Disrespect for the flag and respect for trash. Our team lacks talent and coaching. I feel like we have talent, man. I feel like we have talent. But you're right. Our coaching's not consistent enough. It's not there. It's not there. Starting with GM and another defensive coordinator and an offensive coordinator. We have all these assistants. Where are they? Where? Where's Press Taylor at? Where's Marty Morningweg? Where's Scangarella? Where are they? We thought Scangarella was going to design all these rollouts, right? Where are they? Rams did the same exact game plan against Cowboys. What were Doug and Schwartz playing? That's what I'm wondering. Did we watch the tape? I don't know. Shout out to Rick Bennett, man. Appreciate the super chat from my guy. Also a channel member. Shout out to all the channel members up in the house. You guys don't even deserve to drop the Eagles emojis right now because this is terrible. But I appreciate the super chat. It says the Eagles need to figure out what they want to accomplish. I think that's a good point. We need to look ourselves in the mirror and question where this heart is going to come from. What is this team? What is the ceiling of this team? Because right now, we do not look anything close to a playoff team. A lot of soul searching will happen in the next 4 weeks. A lot of soul searching. A lot of soul searching. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. Ertz is not happy with his contract. It almost seems, look, I'm not going to be the one to put that out there, but I feel like Zach Ertz is not giving it his all right now. He catches the ball, he gets hit and goes down right away. Why should he be there not paying him? How did your defense let up damn near 40 against the Rams? Yeah, the Eagles defense played so well last week. Even though we gave up 27 unanswered, it was in short yardage. But we just let the Rams literally just take off chunk by chunk off the clock and just come down and eat us away. Nothing in the red zone. That's usually where we're strong at, in the red zone. And we were the opposite of that. Terrible. We'll be on here for a few more minutes. I'll get some last comments in. Give me your overall takeaways on this game. Give me anything you're looking forward to. Looking forward to it going into this next week. Like through this week, what is one thing you want to see? What will determine this team's fate in the next week? What must happen? Let me know. Now I know why Hurts was drafted second. Wentz is toast. Whew. Nah, it's the NFC East. Y'all will be contenders this year. I am out. Shout out to Ryan Rowe. Higbee owned us again. 3 touchdowns. Ridiculous, bro. No adjustments. Season just started last week, and I'm already ready for the season to be over. $2020, man. 2020. Ertz, another Stanford possession type receiver, thinks too much. Scheme. Rex Ryan as defensive coordinator. Rams are good. All the defense in the NFC East are hot garbage, honestly. Never would have expected this defense to play this way. Never. Wentz playing hero ball, killing the team. That red zone throw was horrific. Killed all the momentum. Absolutely killed it. Killed the momentum. Shifted the entire game. Cannot happen from a guy that we want to deem as elite. Just can't happen. He's not playing good enough right now. He's not playing good enough. Cameraman was fooled on a lot of those sweep option plays. Yo, I was noticing the same thing. I'm seeing them happen. I'm like, they were just, I thought those design of those plays, like you could just tell they outclassed Doug Peterson's calls. There were just so much motion, and the Eagles were just left and right, off balance, sitting on their heels. I mean, we just didn't know where to go. We didn't know where to go. What the Rams did was so different than the Eagles. Give respect to the cow. I'm not giving any respect, bro. I'm pissed off. No teams in this division are good right now, honestly. Every time Goff rolled out, it was like the first time we saw it. Ridiculous. Exactly. He was comfortable. I'm telling you, this man didn't even have to worry about anyone on his back. Nobody. Eagles fans have posted a bounty for head coach Doug and half the offense. Let's see. Let's get to some of these final things. What do you guys want to see? They needed someone like Jamal Adams or Malcolm on each side of the ball. Carson's not a leader, and Cox is being idle. I want to see Jalen Hurts start next week, rookie versus rookie. Week 3. Get pressure on the quarterback coming up. Bengals. Drew, see ya. Master, can't even have trust and faith in this season as of now. No heart, no fight, no courage, no discipline, no nothing. Everyone is acting weak and soft, so disgusted and disappointed. Thank you, Master. I think that's well put. I'm waiting for someone. I'm waiting for a guy, a vet, or someone to just come out and let loose, man. Let loose on this team. Who will it be, though? I really don't know. Brandon Graham? I could see a vet like Brandon Graham. I mean, someone has to do it, man. Someone has to do it. This can't, maybe a guy like Ertz, a veteran, someone that people will trust, come out, and something's got to change, man. Something has to change. Bengals will win if Philly does not step up and his team will upset. I'm done with the Eagles. Who do the Eagles play next? The Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals. Too much interceptions. Too many turnovers, man. That was one of my keys of the game. It can't happen. Cannot happen, bro. Eagles need to blow it up. Eagles will be 1-5 through 6 games. Ed Horry with the Jalen Hurts pick. All right, let me ask you guys one question before we get up on out of here, man. We got 150 in the chat. If you guys could, let's get it up to 100 likes if it's not there already. We're at 88 likes. Can we get 12 people to hit the like button? And I need you guys to answer a question for me. Actually, we'll go with 2 questions. Number 1, and I'm just going to read through these quick. Number 1 question, are the Philadelphia Eagles in a must-win situation next week? Is next week a must-win for this team? Yes or no? Let me know. If you're just coming in, answer this question, yes or no. We need 4 more likes to get to 100. Is next week's game against the Cincinnati Bengals a must-win team, a must-win game? Again, is it a must-win game next week? Yes or no? And then I have one more question before we get out of here. Peace, RB. I'm going to leave a like before I leave. Shout out to you. Should have traded Wentz in his contract. It's time to start Hurts. His mobility could certainly be lethal, especially with our garbage O-line. Carson Wentz is the main one that needs to lead and have a huge turnaround, but we won't see that. Well, I think we need to, Master P-Dot. I think we need to. But all right, is next week a must-win game? So we got a yes, a no, a yes. Can't come back from 0-3. And I think a loss against the Bengals would deplete this team. We would be defeated, man. Absolutely defeated. Win or start Hurts. The next few weeks are yes, no, this team is not a playoff team. I hear Ertz wants to come to Dallas. Stop it. They lose next week, the locker room will break. If we don't win next week, we're toast. No one won starting 0-3. Definitely must win. A no, a yes. Interesting. So we got some on both sides of the equation here. All games are a must win. We're relieved we picked Goff over Wentz. Consider every game's a must win situation. Remember when I said Jalen Hurts will start by week 3, starting to make sense now? Yes, it was today. Yes, and it is a fat yes. We have no offensive scheme. Burrow has been playing well. I think he's going to take you out. Yeah, I just don't know about the entirety of that team, but if they lose to the Bengals, the whole team will be embarrassed. It's a must-win game. All right, so we got some on both sides of the equation. And my last question here, before we get out of here, are the Philadelphia Eagles, in your mind, still able to make the playoffs? Is this still a playoff team? Does this team have enough to muster out the energy and the fight and the dog to come back and make a playoff run? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Is this Philadelphia Eagles team? We got 140 people in here. Let's see 140 responses. Is this still an Eagles playoff team? Let me know. To answer the first question, yes, it's an absolute must-win next week against the Bengals. In terms of this playoff question, man, it's not looking bright, but I think we're still a potential playoff team just given the fact of how bad the NFC East kind of is, to be honest. I think, and with the extra team, I still think we're a potential playoff team, but we cannot have too many more weeks like this. Right now, we don't look like a playoff team, but hypothetically, we could be a playoff team, but things got to completely turn around. Things got to completely turn around. Let's see. Yes, no playoffs from Rick Bennett. Shout out to my channel member. Eagles 84 fans says, hi, what's going on? Not right now. Yes, but things must change fast. No. Is Saquon done? I think he is. That's what I think someone said that earlier. Yes. Yes, I say Hurts starts and goes undefeated. We go 14-2. Only if they want it. I think so. It's a long season. Division's trash, would have to take down the division. Won't make a wild card. Probably not a playoff team. No, not the way they're playing. Barkley got messed up. This team needs to rebuild. Trade older pieces for young players and picks. Obviously, what is going on right now is not working. Wild card, maybe. As of right now, I can see them making the playoffs because our division is weak, but I don't see us as contenders. They will have to prove they can beat the Bengals before I decide. We don't look like a playoff team. I miss Frank Reich. How about that comeback for the boys? Cowboys won. No, we have a depleted O-line, a bad wide receiver core, and the worst linebackers in Eagles history. Woo! Got some fire coming from these Eagles fans, man. Just to wrap it up, man, Look, the Eagles, another disappointing loss. Cannot happen. I thought we had a chance to strike after a terrible first half. The defense did not play well at all game. Complete opposite of last week. But I thought we had a chance coming out of halftime, making a couple defensive stops, 3 and outs. And when Wentz threw that interception, it's inexcusable, can't happen. And the Eagles just did not look good the rest of the game and scored 3 points in the second half. Wentz's numbers were not good enough. We were not using guys enough. Miles Sanders put up a decent performance in his first game back, but the defense just playing soft, not aggressive enough, and continually got torched and torched and torched and torched. And at this point, after giving up 37, we know things must turn around. We must win next week. We're going to have to pull something crazy out. We're going to have to probably win 3 of these next 4 to try to stay in this. It's going to be an uphill battle. It's going to be a tough road. We need answers. We need people to be called out. We need people just to take accountability. We need something to change because right now it's simply not good enough. Shout out to the super chat from Rick Bennett. And he says Bryce Harper is hurt. And if my day already isn't sour, I mean, this would just be the icing on the cake. What do you mean he's hurt, Rick? What happened? What happened? It just gets worse and worse, man. It just gets worse and worse. But appreciate the super chat, man. At the end of the day, the Eagles got to be better. You can't put up less than 20 points in the first 2 weeks of the season, and you can't give up 27 unanswered and then 37 after being down 18, coming all the way back to limit it to 5, and then just letting them run away with it. It cannot happen. Things must get better. People must change, and someone needs to step the hell up for this team, or else things are going to go downhill very, very fast. I appreciate everybody that came out. We do previews and predictions every week on Thursdays, streams on Friday to discuss the upcoming game, and we live stream every single week after the game, immediately live, instant reaction and thoughts. Appreciate everyone that was able to come out today, man. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. With that being said, hold up. We got from Rick Bennett. Let me see. Bryce appeared to tell Girardi and Rob Thompson his left hip was bothering him before leaving for the clubhouse. It just gets worse and worse. Man, it just gets worse and worse. But I appreciate everyone that stopped by. If you missed the stream or you come back later on, give me your thoughts in the comments, man. Appreciate everybody that tuned in. Be sure to hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you're new and ding that notification bell. And things got to get better. We got to go up from here. With that being said, RB, Philly take with RB. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your weekend. With that being said, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.